What's up? What's up? Today I want to share something really powerful. Something potentially life-changing for you if you start applying this right away. It has to do with a woman who proved that imagining creates reality and did so in a very strange way, as you'll hear. But before I get into it, let me ask you, have you ever been in a situation where it just felt stuck? It's like no matter what you did, nothing changed. Maybe that's you now. If so, stick with me till the end. You'll see things differently. Here's a story. Neville Goddard talks about the time this one real estate agent was trying to sell a home in the valley in California. It was for a family of 5, a husband and wife, and their 3 kids. Anyway, the husband was transferred to San Francisco. So they put the house on the market for the agent to sell. She had the listing. A whole month went by and nothing, no sale, not one single offer. So the lady kept calling up the agent every day because she was super anxious, just wanting to be with her husband up in San Francisco. And that's when the agent, who's inspired by Neville's teachings, asked the lady to do something a bit unconventional. The agent's like, "Would you do something for me?" She's like, "What?" She asked, "If you were in San Francisco, what would you do?" The lady said, "Well, I'd go horseback riding." She's like, "All right, when you go to bed tonight, when you fall asleep, start riding the horse in your imagination. And remember when you were in Los Angeles. As you mount and ride the horse, you're in San Francisco. And to prove you're in San Francisco, remember when you were in Los Angeles." Check this out. 2 weeks later, just 2 weeks, the lady called her up with the good news that they had received an offer. Get this. For the exact price she wanted, the exact term she wanted, and the perfect length of escrow she wanted. And the house was sold. And the lady was just freaking amazed, you know what I'm saying? And said to the agent, "You've changed my entire way of thinking, everything about it." And the agent said to her, "Isn't it wonderful? Tomorrow morning when you get up, you don't have to. Unless you want to, you don't have to make the beds." And the lady's response to her was a trip. She said, "That's not the wonderful part. I don't have to ride that darn horse through the night, for I have saddle sores from riding." Did you get that? She got saddle sores from riding her horse. That's how vividly she imagined it. That's how real it was for her. She, of course, went to San Francisco with her family and soon after bought the home of her dreams. The exact house she'd always wanted. Boom. Coincidence? I don't think so. Keep in mind, the lady didn't go out and pull the buyer in. It was up for 1 solid month and no one came, not one single offer. But then she did what she did. She used her imagination in such a strange way, and somehow it pulled all things into place. The perfect buyer, the exact price and terms, the length of escrow, all of it came. So who pulled it in? What did it? It was a lady's imagination that made it happen. Straight up. But how? All right, let me break this down for you. Notice she wasn't going around searching for a buyer like crazy, right? Nah. What she do? She imagined herself riding a horse and remembering when she was in Los Angeles. Yup. And here's why it worked. You see, Neville says that the power of any imaginal act is in its implication. The power is in its implication, meaning you want to imagine something that implies your wish is fulfilled. Something you think you'd encounter afterwards. So for her, riding a horse implies what? That she's in San Francisco. As for the remembering when part, think about it. If you can remember something, What does that imply? That you're no longer in it, that you're not there anymore, because you're now aware of your new state of consciousness, of where you are now. So her remembering when of being in Los Angeles, past tense, implies what? That she's not there anymore in LA, because she's now riding a horse in San Francisco. You following? So she wasn't just thinking about it. Nah, she was actually there in consciousness, feeling its reality to the point of getting saddle sores. So the point? Because if consciousness is the only reality, whatever state you're in, the one you feel right now, and you remain in it, that's what manifests. Because your world's a mirror. Your world is a mirror. As within, so without. You want to change your circumstances? Then change your consciousness first by imagining your wish fulfilled and remembering when. Okay, so what do you want? Seriously, what do you truly want? Be specific. And if it happened today, what would you do? What would imply that it's already yours? Close your eyes for a second and really imagine it vividly. So don't just see it, feel it. Like shaking hands with your new boss. Feel their hand in your hand and you hearing them congratulating you. And remember when. Remember when, fill in the blank, as if it were in the past. For example, remember when you couldn't afford to pay rent, but now you can pay it easily. And keep repeating the scene and feeling over and over again, and then fall asleep in it. Let me know yours in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Now, what if doubt creeps in? What if you're imagining, but deep down you're like, this is stupid. This ain't gonna work. It happens. But don't fight it. Gently just get right back into your imaginal scene. No big deal. Remember, you're not forcing a belief. It's about consistently feeling your wish fulfilled. Questions for you. Can you commit to imagining every night, even if you see no results right away? Could you trust the process, just like the lady in the story did? Try it tonight. Assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled and put yourself in an I remember when mood and watch what happens. There are no limits to this. And who knows, you might have your own saddle sore story or something more positive. Cool? All right, if you appreciate this message, hit that like and subscribe button and that bell to help support my channel. And if you're ready to live the life you really want, click the link below to learn more about Law of Assumption Mastery, how to manifest anything the Neville Goddard way. Like I always say, more's coming. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.